Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everybody to another Bitcoin and crypto weekly investing analysis. It's been actually 3 weeks since our last analysis, and Bitcoin was around $110,000. And as you can see, these are the things that has happened so far, and we have taken multiple trades and have sold here and here, as you can see, throughout this time. So how did all these happen? It happened through our signals in the group. But since I am unfortunately lacking time to be able to do all these signals for you, I had to make a decision and halt all the signals that we're currently giving. Not because Bitcoin is volatile due to war at this time, but because I can't really do it all alone by myself. So for now, I'm currently building the new course that is going to be out very soon, and inshallah it's gonna be amazing. I will update you guys as much as I can through the time that I'm building it. So most of the people that are already in the group, and they have been in the past, they know that I have been testing this group on WhatsApp to see how it is going to be and if people are gonna like it. And so far the majority of you have liked it, and you guys, including me and everybody in the paid group, we all made so much money because just one coin of us, which I keep giving example, which was ZBCN, made us 700% in the last like 2-3 weeks ago. But we have taken another trade on that lately as well. But the thing is that the entire market is red right now, and it tried to go up. We're gonna discuss that and the effects of war. Let's go straight on war before we go on technical analysis, because everybody's worried and panicking. But when something major happens, like FTX happened here back in the days, this was the major drop from $21,000 Bitcoin went to around $15,800. At that time it was a very big news, and as you can see, the market reacted pretty much nicely to it when people thought, okay, it's gonna keep going down. So it was a 26% drop. But if the war is that bad, why there is no effects of that in the market yet? Yes, for the altcoins, I understand they're looking bad, especially if you see Dogecoin. It has been dropping to these levels. We even bought these levels like here and here. As you know, I invest in these levels and I sell these levels, like I sell the top. So it was still not the top for me anywhere here. It's just the trend that is going up and down because of certain things that are happening. But in the meantime, we have been making money, and so many of it, like Solana, we bought around $144 again. Then I shared the chart. Unfortunately, as I said, that I couldn't share the signal. That was the problem, but I did share the chart that if you bought, you're already up, and everybody knows that when you're up in profit, you always take profit. Then this major drop happened overnight that I was asleep, and I was really busy with the guests, so I couldn't see it. This is very natural, and it happens. So that was an explanation to that. But we still made money. We're still making money everywhere. Even some people asked in the group, what about Ethereum? I said it's buy at this level, which was 2,500 at that time, and it did go to 2,667. And you can see that this zone pretty much is still holding on Ethereum, there wasn't any major drop. A lot of things happened. If you don't know, there was but a fight between, not a fight, like an argument or something, between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. People asked, well, if that is going to affect the market. It really did. It dropped the market a little bit, but on the other hand, I said it's all uh, a distraction for you not to get in crypto if you see it that way, the way I see it. And uh, when people panic, I go and buy instead of worrying. And that's because I can, right? So if you have an income, a money flow coming to you, and you manage your portfolio that way, you will never lose, while you also do your technical analysis, you do everything. Sometimes because nobody can actually predict the market, and prediction and speculation, these things are haram as well. What we do is we take the approach that every sane person should take, is when things are cheap and they're on demand, we invest a little bit, right? And we invest throughout the time, and we think long term, to see when the price goes up and it's overbought, we sell, we take profit. That's how I have made the money I made for myself, and I'm living every single day. And I really don't care how I spend it. All my wealth is in crypto, period. And it cannot harm me in any shape or form. It does go down, I understand that, but I have diversified it in such a way. If you listen to Michael Saylor, he says, like, if you have diversified in Apple and Amazon and Samsung and so many other stocks back in the day around 1990, you would have lost by diversification, because Apple was the winner and it went up against all the other stocks. In this case, it's Bitcoin. He's actually right. But why do we do this trading? Is because we wanna make more money, then buy Bitcoin with it. This is the trading strategy, but he is an investor. All right, so that was all, and that's all you need to know. So about the war with Iran and Israel, the thing is, nobody actually knows what's gonna happen. They might hit them, they might hit them back. If they nuke them or something, and people would think that, oh, they nuked it, what's gonna happen to Bitcoin? Let's see that. Let's come and see it in this chart. All right, if something catastrophic was about to happen, you can already see that this trend is broken. And let me tell you exactly where I sold all my BTC, which I have, but I then invested it in some of the other altcoins. I think it was around 105 or 106,000 at this point. Because I went and bought other things, and you see it's still at the same price. It's the reason was that this trend is broken, and the levels I see is 100,000 maybe. It's just a support level, which is still weak. But if something catastrophic that might happen because of war, where can it take Bitcoin? Bitcoin is actually more scarce these days than it was before, and it is not possible for it to drop like crazy when it used to drop back in the days. It's still not that time because of so many other reasons. I'll show you US dollar. So it all could be just a manipulation for the market not to go up and rally, but eventually it will because of the demand that there is. And if it takes longer around these areas, it will eventually break out higher. But as you can see, the shape of it is turning. The candles are turning red and it's giving pen bars, which is not good at all. So where can we buy just in case it drops, and how can we trade it if we just want to trade? First of all, if you remember back in the old days, like 1 or 2 months ago, I was waiting for the price of Bitcoin to come to around 71 to 69,000. 69,000 is right below this zone, which is the previous top of last year where Bitcoin was. You can see here. So I was waiting for it to come exactly there, but if you see, it came to 74,000, not exactly 71,000. It was close. We still traded this, we still bought it. I have them marked here in this chart, if you see. So there's a lot of demand there, just in case there's a black swan event and they use, who knows, some kind of big bombs, or people really panic, even the investors and traders. So those are the people that matter. They are holding a lot of Bitcoins. If they sell, there will be the effect in the market. But you, as a retail investor and as a retail trader, what should you do? If you really believe that Bitcoin is gonna go to $1 million, what does it matter if Bitcoin for some time is gonna come down and becomes really cheap? So let's say Bitcoin falls down to $72,000, what are you gonna do? If I am in your position, and if the market is falling literally like this, and people are like, oh, Bitcoin is crashing, and you will see it everywhere in the news, I will come and buy here as much as I can. I will sell a kidney of mine and come and buy. Just kidding. Don't do that. Not a financial advice. So if you think that it's gonna go to $1 million, getting it at 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, wherever, is very cheaper than what you're currently buying. Okay, so I'm not even scared to buy here, but because I'm watching my trades every day, and this is not a good signal for me. This is not a good signal, and this overall, it couldn't break higher than this. We were waiting in the last video. I was talking here, I remember it, that Bitcoin was about to go higher, and we were expecting it, if it would go, it would definitely go to 120,000, which was just $8,000 far than 112,000 that it previously went. But you can see that now we are in a consolidation phase, which it neither goes a lot down nor up. And currently, for now, there's a level which is 100K. I still don't believe it will go lower than that, but just in case it comes below this and makes a formation like this, then I will even sell some of my altcoins and wait maybe for lower prices to maybe buy here or here, like that. You can see that I have all these levels marked, but also most of the time it can reach the end of the trend, which is $75,000. So we will see how the situation of the market and the news is going to be at that time. So I am not speculating much, but if I am right, on the other hand, there should be a quick dip here toward 98,000, which we are waiting for weeks. I was waiting here for it to come, it didn't. Then I was waiting here for it to come, it didn't. You see, if it would have come, I would have still be buying, and I have been buying and selling all this time with different positions. How are you gonna understand? For example, let me give you an example. If you've been buying $100 here, right? Then it went how much in profit? It went to like 27% profit, and you're $27 in profit. Then it went to consolidation. Then again there was a signal here which I mostly double my position if there's a signal. Let's say you didn't and you still bought that $170 which you sold, then it gave you again another 13%. Then we completely sold here and we were waiting, right? Then it again went up. Then we again sold here. Now throughout this time with different positions, you can see that you could have taken profit here, then have another position here, take profit here, have another position here, take profit, buy here, even if you didn't sell and it dropped, buy here. Like all this time you traded with $100, then make it 200 here. It tried going up, it fell even below your expectation, you again double it. This is the way I do. I am not recommending anybody to do this, but then I again bought. Okay, so it's $300 on an average price of, let's say, $104,000. Then it went from here to here another 6%, but this was again confirmed that it couldn't break this $110,000. Then I sold, then I again kept buying. You see, it really doesn't matter if I also previously, which these things were happening, I was also making money, especially in these. Then I bought again here. You see, the thing is, if you keep following, you can make money by trading if that's what you're doing. Otherwise, you can just weekly, daily, monthly, according to how your strategy is, you invest in Bitcoin, and only when it's in profit and it's on a resistance level and you think it's overbought, you take some profit and you let it cool down, you let it come down, then it comes down definitely, then you buy it again. And the majority of the times, this is, for example, Bitcoin, I was just being careful, that's why I have traded this much. But for Ethereum, I exited here, you can see, and all this time I didn't trade, although some people, because they were asking, I was giving you guys signal to buy Ethereum at this price and buy it, do this and that. Instead, I made a lot more than that with this volatility that Solana was giving me. So these are the things that we did. So just in case anything bad could happen, what you can do is always have money. Never buy all your USDT because you don't know actually what you're doing. But if you're professionally doing it and you're doing it for a very long time, you should know that buying Bitcoin is not a loss. Even if it goes in loss, it gives you another level for you to buy. So you keep buying and you keep accumulating. So if the price of Bitcoin is gonna go to $1 million, which is here, what does it matter for us to buy in 100K or 90K or 80K, right? So we keep buying at these levels as much as we can to not stay in US dollar, to have the freedom of the money, to be able to do transaction whenever we want, to have a share of this precious market, which is from Bitcoin, that is scarce than gold or anything in the world, that is mathematically correct, and it is an international bank for everybody that they don't want their money to be in the banks, in the hands of the governments and whoever has control over it. This is why we buy Bitcoin. And for altcoins, it's a complete different scenario. Every altcoin, every crypto, they have different use cases and they have different methods of trading them and how much you allocate your portfolio. That's for that. So in case anything catastrophic happens, I have already sold Bitcoin. I'm completely in altcoins, but I still have a lot of money for it to drop. But these days, I really don't think nobody's gonna nuke anybody. None of it will happen. I am not saying for anyone to do it, for Iran to hit Israel and kill everybody, or for Israel to hit Iran or Same goes for US to get involved. Nobody wants anybody to die except some bloodthirsty Israelis, some of them that have control over United States politicians as well. They want everybody dead in the world so they can rule and they can have everything. Anyways, we're not gonna touch that topic for now. So currently for Bitcoin, let's go faster now. The levels are 101,000 for today, tomorrow. If it drops, then Ethereum is still this level. If it drops, then it's $2,100, which it might. These are not good signs. Like these candles, I'm telling you now, so you can avoid, like these candles are not looking good to me. It can push lower. This is a very good accumulation area if you want to buy Ethereum. I am certainly not gonna buy that. Instead, I'll go buy some of the tokens of Ethereum, which will give me 200, 300, 500x. I make a lot there instead of buying Ethereum. Anyways, so for Dogecoin, this level currently, oh my god, all right, 16 cents. We should see, like, if the daily candle closes like this tonight, it's not a breakout, it should pump again, go up. But then 14 cents is a very, very good demand. Like, you can buy Doge back at the prices of November, which we traded all the way from here to the top, then some trades here. Anyway, that's how we do. Not scared of it. I don't care about the price going up and down anymore. Money means something different for me. You might be emotionally attached to it. I am not. I focus on what's happening. Alright. That being said, Solana is at $145 again. And it can go lower to 140 and stay here, turn back from here, or it can go lower a little bit more, make a fake out like this, then come and continue back up. Alright, one scenario is move from here. You need to know technical analysis, you need to know what these candles do, and please don't take your decisions upon what I say. You need to analyze back the market yourself, then do your risk management, then act according to that. Then lower than that is where can we expect Solana to go? Back to this 120 level